Billibatt Productions presents the Line Mysteries.
I'm afraid the price has gone up, Mr. Wallace.
How much?
It's got to be an even 100.
But Glynis, it was $75 last month.
I know, I'm sorry, but I had to add a plant to buy. Some of my lights went out, and unfortunately I lost a couple of my regular customers.
It won't always be this much then.
I hope not. I hope to bring the price back down in a few months. I only cover my costs, you know.
I suppose.
No one is holding a gun to your head here, you know.
All right, Glynis. Don't get your panties in a wad.
I only sell for medicinal purposes.
Oh, don't start. Here, take it.
I'm doing a service to the community.
Yes, you're Florence Nightingale.
Well, if you don't want it...
Please, there's no other way. You could open up to other markets, you know.
And get caught? No thanks. The recreational market is for fools. I have solid assurances that my customers won't snitch or get caught, so I stay with what I know.
The infirmed? That's kind of short-sighted.
Yes. I'm not looking to build an empire.
See you next month, then.
I hope so.
Plopped down in the middle of the San Francisco Bay sits Lone Island, with its quiet streets, Victorian homes, and well-behaved palm trees. A positively idyllic setting teeming with mystery.
Well, Sally, I am really sorry to hear that about Annie and Tim.
Oh, Quill, I think it's been coming for a while now.
Well, Lorna said it was amicable.
Yeah, they've been together a long time. Even before they were married. 15 years, I think. He's moving to Phoenix.
Phoenix, huh?
Yeah, his company moved there last year, and he's been telecommuting and traveling a lot. I'm sure, actually, that had a lot to do with it.
She won't move down there with him, huh?
He didn't ask.
Oh, well, situations change.
Hey, Quill, let me ask you something. If Lorna and I split up and it was amicable, would you send me cards and letters?
No, but I'd come to visit you a lot. I'm not a cards and letters kind of guy, and I'd probably email you.
Well, that counts.
Why?
Tim's mom has kind of cut off communication with Annie.
Well, yeah. Parents are funny about their young. I heard Annie's doing marketing for Tessa's company now.
I know. Annie's got like 3 big clients now. Tessa told her she had to get an office out of her house, though.
And she's been helping Lorna market her book. Does Tessa know about the breakup?
I don't know. I'm sure she actually does, because you know how Lorna loves to talk.
She certainly does.
So, what are your plans while you're visiting?
I plan on relaxing. I was talking to Tessa, and I think she wants to buy a house here. Place to stay when she's working with the West Coast operations. So I might look around for her.
Hey, but she stays with us. Where would she go to all that expense for?
Because she can. Don't tell Lorna. She'll come unglued. Let Tessa tell her.
All right. She's been helping Annie a lot, though, through the divorce. I'm not sure she'll even notice.
How's her new book coming along?
She's almost done with the outline. I never realized what a long process it is.
Neither did I. But it's her first mystery, so I'm sure she wants to be exact about it. Lorna, these are fantastic green beans.
Thanks, Dad. I was going to use the new vinegar and some bacon, but they were just so good as is. I thought I'd leave them.
You should have used the bacon.
Not if you want to live to be my age.
So what's on your agenda, Dad?
A little of this and that.
What's this and that?
I plan on relaxing. Play tennis. Go for walks. Read.
Uh-huh. Lorna, how'd you say Annie's doing? I was just telling Quill about it.
She's good today. Personally, I think they should have done a separation first, but it's their business.
You know, I'm going to take Annie out to dinner.
What?
I'm going to take Annie out to dinner and a show. Does she like theater?
Maybe. Dad, I don't know if it's a good time for that. I'm sure she would appreciate the sentiment, but...
We could double date. You and Sally and Annie and I.
Dad, I know your intention is good, but it might appear a little creepy.
After your mom died, Tessa took me out a couple of times. It was very kind of her, and there was nothing creepy about it.
I think it's a great idea. Quill, I think it's perfect. You should drive into the city, go to the Castro Theater, have dinner. They still have one of those old organs that they play before the show.
That's right. One-on-one parent figure. No pressure, full attention. Food, entertainment, it'll be good for her. Are her parents still alive?
Her mom lives in Ohio, but her dad died a couple of years ago.
Well, that cuts it. I'm going out with Annie.
Hey, Dad. Where have you been?
The senior center.
You've been spending a lot of time there.
I have a date.
Oh, you and Annie hit it off, did you?
Those poor kids. No. I have a date with Glynis. Glynis Clark.
Oh, that's great. When's the date?
Tonight. We're going out to eat and then the Aqua Lounge.
The Aqua Lounge, huh? Little dinner, little dancing?
Yes, but I didn't bring a suit. I'm going to take the car. Do you need it today?
No, just make sure you're either back by 5:30 or you pick up Sally at the station today. She's taking the train home.
I'll go get her then.
Are you taking the car tonight?
Well, this is awkward.
You have to ask me. Do it!
No.
Dad!
Finish your book.
So what do we know about this Glynis Clark?
That she'll be here with Dad in 10 minutes. How's that casserole coming?
That's it?
She's a widow and of retirement age.
Well, does she have children? Where did she retire from?
Sally, I don't know. This is their third date. Let's be supportive. Come on, hand me those plates.
Here. Third date. I can't believe you're not more inquisitive. It's so unlike you.
Do you know how many third dates my dad had while I was growing up? 2. For 10 years before I went to college. That poor man only had 2 third dates. He was so picky and always put my needs first. So if he wants to go out and get his heart broken a dozen times, you and I are not going to say a word. Okay?
Yep. Got it.
Hello. Smells great in here.
Come on in, Miss Clark. I'm Lorna. It's nice to meet you.
Oh, please, call me Glynis.
Glynis, this is my daughter-in-law, Sally.
It's nice to meet you both.
Well, come on in and get comfortable. Dinner will be ready in about 20 minutes.
Glynis, can I get you something to drink? We have wine.
Oh, that'd be nice.
I'll get the drinks.
What a lovely home.
Thank you. We just actually got it just a few months ago.
I'm going to change my drink with Lorna. I'll be right back, ladies.
So how long have you been on the island?
A couple of years now, actually. We really like it. We moved here from New York City.
Your father seems to really enjoy it. He's talking about moving out here.
Oh, he's my...
So let's just get something straight right off the bat. I'm not here to be your mother or a friend. And if he and I marry, I don't want you or your sister over at my place whenever you please.
Mary?
Marry who?
Oh, I'm just going to go get the dinner ready here. Thanks.
Lorna, Glynis is a retired bookkeeper. But what's interesting is she worked for a big shipbuilding firm and an architecture firm.
Oh, shipbuilding. That is interesting. Like the tall ships?
A couple, yes. It's where I met my second husband.
Glynis, it was so nice meeting you. I hope we can do it again soon.
Thank you. It was a wonderful dinner.
Well, that's all Sally, I'm afraid. She's the only cook in the family.
I'll be back later, girls. Don't wait up.
Uh-huh. Bye, guys. Okay, spill it.
Nope. I'm just going to get all this cleaned up and go to bed. I have to go to work in the morning.
Okay, you know what? You said one thing at dinner. One. Why?
Well, when you and your dad were getting the drink, she said, first of all, she thinks we're sisters. And secondly, when she marries your father, she doesn't want us over at our house.
What?
She thinks we're sisters. And
No, what did she say?
something about, let's cut the crap, I'm not planning on being your friend, and when she and Quill get married, she doesn't want us hanging around her house.
Well, that's crazy. I didn't get that at all. She thinks we're sisters?
She said your sister and you. So yes, she thinks we're sisters.
That makes no sense at all. Would she think my father adopted one of us? He's a widower.
Oh, and so she. 3 times over. Did you get that?
But she was so nice to me.
Who's a widow? 3 times.
Well, her first husband died in Vietnam, so really just twice.
Still, I don't think your dad should be seeing her. I think she's trashy.
Trashy? Don't you think that's kind of harsh? You just met her.
I don't care. When you guys left the room, she made sure she let me know who she really was, and that was sneaky and trashy.
Okay. But I don't think you're giving her a chance. She was nervous.
Well, yeah, so were we, and we didn't threaten her. And what about all that stuff about insurance investigations? Wasn't that weird?
Well, we were talking about house insurance. It wasn't like it was out of the blue.
Are you going to tell him?
No. And I'd be very careful if you plan on doing so.
What do you mean?
I just mean if you're going to mount this case against her, you should have all your ducks in a row, counselor. When it comes to matters of the heart, love has no logic.
Well, don't you believe me?
Of course I do. But he's in town for another week. That's it. Then he's off. It's not like he's going to marry her next week. What do I care what she thinks? It's like a summer romance for him. Just let him have it, Sally.
Well, okay. I just thought you'd be more protective of him.
I am. We just have a different idea of what protecting him is, that's all.
Fine. I'm going to bed. Do the kitchen yourself.
Hello.
I'm sorry I acted up last night.
That's okay. It's a strange situation.
Your dad totally deserves our support.
Yes, he does. Even if we think it's a mistake.
So I was thinking if we're going to be supportive, why not go all out?
What do you mean?
I signed your dad up for maturesingles.com.
You did what?
It's a dating services, for old people.
No. Sally, you can't control this. You have to stop.
I did something else.
Oh, no.
Remember that lady we met at the Chamber of Commerce, Miss Tibbetts?
Yes.
I invited her to dinner.
What? When?
Tonight, in a couple of hours.
Why? Without checking first? Why would you do that?
Options. He just needs some options.
Who are you? You need to back off, Sally.
But you're not hearing me.
Yeah, because what I'm hearing is crazy, 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 paranoid, paranoid, paranoid.
Okay, all right, fine. Then look at this.
You started a file on her.
Read it. You asked for evidence. There it is.
Hello, I'm home. Is everything okay in here?
Yep.
Aces.
Okay, well, I just came in to change. Glynis is picking me up in a few minutes. We have a big night planned.
What kind of big night? I mean, how big?
Well, let's just say the old man still got it.
Got what? What'd she give you? What does that mean? Are you taking the Viagra?
That's great, Dad. Have a great time.
Are you even reading the file?
Ugh, I'm reading.
Well, don't. I'll just tell you. Not only is she a thrice widower, but she's also divorced. That's 4 husbands that we know about.
So she gets around. It's not like he's going to get her pregnant.
Did you get to the credit report?
You can't invade someone's privacy like this. You ran her credit report?
You bet I did. She worked at that architecture firm less than 4 years. The boat company where she met her first husband, he died in a work-related incident. And she got this huge settlement while she worked for the company. Then she married, the Commodore or whatever.
What?
Then he dies, leaving her a wad of money, and she marries this other guy who comes into town with colon cancer, and she divorces him.
Are you sure about that?
Who can be sure? Did you see how many last names she's had? But the colon cancer guy worked for the architecture firm.
Wow. Okay, so she's really gotten around. What else?
Isn't that enough? I told you she was trashy.
Hey, maybe he likes trashy.
Ew, no.
See you later, ladies.
Dad, wait! Come here. Let me look you over.
She accepts me as I am.
Yeah, right. Do your socks match?
They do.
Where are you going on your big night?
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars.
Seriously, Quill, where are you taking her?
First, a wine tasting, then to the captain's quarters, and finally nightcaps at her place.
Or, and this is just a thought, we have a friend who's coming to dinner and you can eat here with us. Wouldn't that be fun?
Sure, but...
No, Dad, go. Have a good time. You're leaving in 2 days. Just go.
Oh, I need to talk to you about that. I forgot with all the excitement. Oh, well, we have big plans, and I'll fill you in later. Gotta go. Don't wait up.
Oh, God.
Big plans. What does that mean? Excitement? Over what? Dinner and cocktails?
I don't know who to worry about, you or him. Will you please go make dinner for our guest tonight? And make it heart smart. She looks like a heart smart kind of gal.
Why didn't you show him the file? What do you need? A brick through the window?
Sally, dinner. Who wants more asparagus? Miss Tibbetts?
Oh, I'll have a few.
So anyway, it just seems to me that with the history of the quakes in this area, that they would have had all that retrofitted a long time ago.
Well, the island's a pretty safe place to be during an earthquake. Now, I don't know if you've put it together yet, but have you noticed the abundance of Victorian homes we have here?
Sure, of course.
Duh. And all these craftsman bungalows from the 1920s?
But you're still kind of onto something. They really should have retrofitted all those apartment homes by now.
When did you move to the island, Miss Tibbetts?
You know, I came with my husband. He was drafted during Vietnam, so that's 1969. 40 years now.
Wow. Your son is a pilot, isn't he? Or did I get that confused?
My daughter is the pilot, and my son flies the medical helicopters for Sunny Medevac.
That's so interesting. I didn't realize so many families came here during Vietnam. I thought it was mainly during, World War II.
Well, I think it was. But still, people were in and out of the naval base until the mid-1990s.
We just met someone else who came here during Vietnam, or at least we think she did.
Oh?
Sally.
Glynis Clark?
Oh, yes.
Do you know her?
Only by reputation.
What?
Go ahead.
I don't actually know her, of course.
That's okay. No smoke without fire, I say.
Truth is, Miss Tibbetts, she's out with my father tonight. Sally here had hoped to introduce you to my father.
He's a lovely man. I just adore him. Everyone does. He took our friend Annie out just...
Sally, we're not auctioning Dad off here.
But it's true, and I just thought he should, know that there are options out there.
Well, aren't you two just the busiest little...
Really, I do hope you're flattered by Sally's actions. She's just not used to my dad dating. She feels like she needs to protect him.
Do you two plan on having children?
Yes.
No.
Oh, dear.
Anyway, I'm sorry to kind of drag you into this, but the first night we had her here, she was kind of nasty to me when everyone else was out of the room, and I don't know, I just think that there's something that might not be quite right.
I'm not really sure what to say, girls.
It's okay. There's no need. Would you like some more tea?
Thank you. Well, I can tell you what I've heard, but I just hate gossip.
That's okay. We won't judge.
Well, they used to call her the Siren of the South Shore because she's had quite a few husbands in her time. They've all died in one way or another. Then, of course, there was the house fire. Just horrible. Her stepdaughter was trapped.
What?
Oh, yes, it was so much tragedy. That's why I hate to gossip, people don't actually,
No, go back. A child died in the house fire?
Oh, yes, the little girl was only 8, and it was just after the father died. Oh, what was it now? Oh, it was so long ago. Now, the girl's mother was overseas, and for some reason she couldn't get back. Oh, I can't remember. But the little girl was staying with Glynis at the time, and the house caught fire and burnt straight to the ground, taking that little girl with it.
That's how she got the big wad of cash.
I remember that now. That was awful.
She sounds like a black widow or like a serial wife,
Well, maybe. But she certainly doesn't have much good luck, that's for sure.
I wonder what she wants with my dad, then. He's in really good health for a man in his 60s. Good heart, no cancer, athletic, mentally sound and healthy.
Maybe that's exactly what she wants.
Well, then why did she try to warn us off?
Oh, I remember. She went on trial for murder, but she proved self-defense. And she had a witness. Oh, my goodness, that's right, because he married her, and then he died in that shipping accident. Oh, gosh, yes, it was a big story.
Now do you believe me?
I'm starting to, yes.
Have they been dating long?
About a week.
Oh, dear.
What?
Are you expecting them back soon?
I hope not. No.
He said he had big news and was all excited when he left. More so than usual.
Oh, I should go.
What about dessert?
No, thanks. It was a wonderful meal, though, dears.
Thank you. Please stay for dessert, though. I feel awful that we dragged our dirty laundry around in front of you.
Oh, no, girls, it's okay. But I really should go.
Would you at least take some dessert with you?
Look, I don't want to be here when they get back, because she'll know I've told her dirt to you, and I don't need her coming after me, now do I?
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I'll get your coat. What are you doing?
I'm calling your dad.
Just wait a second. Here's your coat, Miss Tibbetts. Sally, put your shoes on and walk Miss Tibbetts to her car. Miss Tibbetts, your secret is safe with me. We won't tell you've been gossiping.
Oh, I'll be all right. Thanks again for dinner, girls. Bye.
Bye. I told you so.
Oh, pooh. I have to figure out what to do. I guess we should find out what his plans are and talk to him about it. But do not show him that file. We'll just say we ran into a friend and mention... Hey, where are you going?
Oh, out. I think I should go find your dad.
Sally, wait. Hold on. Let's just be smart about this. Don't just run out with your pitchfork raised.
Do you have a better plan?
Where's that file? What's her address?
Next to the cupboard. She lives over by that lagoon.
Millionaire Row? By those Victorian mansions?
Yeah.
Really? Kind of defeats your trashy theory.
Trashy's trashy, no matter what house it's in.
That's why she didn't want us going over to her house and hanging around.
Yeah.
Sally, is there any way I can convince you to hold off on tonight? Let Dad have his dalliance and handle this tomorrow. We can pay a visit to her mansion and Dad will be none the wiser.
Fine, but if something happens to him, you'll never forgive yourself.
What could happen to him? What are you saying?
She just sounds so unstable.
I know. Listen, let's just get these dinner dishes cleaned up and we'll decide what to do. Dad isn't going to ask her to marry him tonight or anything.
What are you doing here?
May I come in?
No, it's 5 a.m.
I realize it's early, Glynis, but it's important.
Has something happened to Quill?
No, and nothing will. I was going to show you this file that I have.
Yes.
It's on you and your customers.
My what?
Your cannabis customers. You know, the people you sell pot to.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Cut the crap or I'll have the place swarming with DEA in 1 minute.
Why?
The local government might turn a blind eye to you and your customers' medical needs, but I assure you the federal government does not.
This is ridiculous. I don't know what you're talking about. Move your foot.
No. You are going to stop seeing Quill Tollison socially. You are going to tell him that you don't want to see him anymore, that there is someone else you are seeing whose social values are more in line with your own.
How do you know about?
I know things. Are we clear on this?
I don't understand what this could...
Listen, I'd rather see my father-in-law with a broken heart than sitting in jail, taking the fall for you or worse. I know about your past and what you're doing now, and I can assure you that if he knew, he wouldn't give you the time of day. Do yourself a favor, end it right now. I don't want to hear your name or see your face after the sun goes down.
I'm not taking orders from the likes of you.
Oh, you're willing to take that chance, are you? You know what? That's fine. You have a good day.
Okay, Dad. I'll talk to you later.
I'm home.
Hi.
Quill got home okay?
Yeah, and you will not believe what happened. First, I want to apologize. You were so right about Glynis.
What do you mean?
Dude, she got arrested today for selling weed. Can you believe it?
You're kidding.
No, and get this. Just before Dad left, he got a call from Glynis saying she didn't like us and we made her uncomfortable because of our lifestyle, she called it. Isn't that completely whacked?
Yes.
Wait, there's more. So, I told Dad some stuff Miss Tibbetts told us. By the way, Miss Tibbetts wanted to know if we were interested in being her guest.
Tune in next week for another episode of The Line Mysteries, presented by Billibatt Productions, written by M. Sailor Billings, and theme music by Tim Lindeen. To learn more about the show and our cast, visit our website at www.olinemysteries.com. The Line Mysteries is an original work of fiction. Any resemblance between events, locations, or characters herein and real persons, living or otherwise, events or locations is purely coincidental.
Got what? What'd she give you? What does that mean? Are you taking the Viagra?